May I ask Chuck, what your reaction is to Senator Soto's position about you legalize an ingredient, but not the whole substance?
First, I'd like to thank Senator Soto for expressing an open mind on this issue. And maybe he has forgotten that once we were working together in a certain project, it was on the Never Again to Martial Law. He was a silent supporter together with the columnist Conrad De Quiros, and we were together do sa Sagiho. I remember I was so surprised seeing him there. He was so low profile, and I was saluting him on this. But on this matter, we take a different position, Senator. First, the issue of legalizing an ingredient. I will pass this on to the doctors who will tell you that THC or tetrahydrocannabinol has its own medicinal effect, and it's important in balancing the medicinal value and therapeutic effect of marijuana. Second, I would like to stress again and again that the UN Single Convention on Narcotic Drugs of 1961, amended by the 1972 Protocol, was never against marijuana or cannabis, which is the scientific name, for use for medical and scientific purposes. And let me cite specific provisions in Article 44, in Article 49, under transitional reservations, point 2, letter F. This is what it states. I will read it verbatim. The use of cannabis, so the term they use is cannabis, because that is the scientific name for marijuana. There are two species, cannabis sativa and cannabis indica. The use of cannabis for other than medical and scientific purposes must be discontinued as soon as possible. So, we have constitutionalists here who can understand that this expressly supports the use of cannabis for medical and scientific purposes. And also, there is a specific provision on what to do if a country decides to make cannabis medicine, and it is stated that the procedure for cultivation of marijuana should be the same as the procedure and policies for the cultivation of the opium poppy. This is required by the UN Single Convention. And also, the UN Single Convention requires that there is a dedicated agency of government who will supervise and monitor the implementation of the medical cannabis program. The Article 23, the National Opium Agencies, is invoked in Article 28, the control of cannabis, and I will read. If a party permits the cultivation of the cannabis plant, and the party, the Philippines, we support it under Dangerous Drugs Act Section 16. It recognizes the use of cannabis for medical and scientific purposes. I'll read it again. If a party permits the cultivation of the cannabis plant for the production of cannabis or cannabis resin, it shall apply thereto the system of controls as provided in Article 23, respecting the control of the opium poppy. Hindi nga applied dito yung cultivation ng cannabis plant for industrial purposes. Fiber and seed, ibang issue yun at saka horticultural purposes. Kaya po, ang pakiusap ko sa ating usapan, ilinaw po natin yung pagkakaiba ng recreational use. Wala po tayong pagtatalo dyan. Huwag po natin pag-usapan yan. Ang pag-usapan lang po natin yung medicinal use ng cannabis. At yung medicinal therapeutic effect ng cannabis, hayaan ko na po yung ating mga doktor na magsabi dyan. At kung meron pa pong ibang isyong hindi ko nakita sa UN Single Convention at sa ilalim ng Section 16 ng ating Dangerous Drugs Act, dapat po siguro akong maliwanagan. Kasi ang pagkakaintindi ko po, lubusang pinahihintulutan ng batas at sinusuportahan ang paggamit ng cannabis bilang medisina at para sa pag-aaral na siyentipiko.
Thank you, Chuck. Since you mentioned, Senator, you would like to say something because I know you're leaving at 10. So, and then we shift
May I
to
just
our
give my reaction, please, first, and then we can perhaps ask Dr. Reyes to react also. I'm sure he would want to discuss what Mr. Manansala said. Yeah. Meron po kasing dapat tayong balansehin eh. Hindi ho nyo kami kailangan pagpaliwanagan ng therapeutic value ng anumang ingredient or whatever part ng cannabis ang pinag-uusapan eh. But when you tell us about the legalization of or cultivation, yung meron ng mga komplikasyon eh. You have to weigh. Ito magagamot. Ito nakakagamot. Pero pag yan nilegalize natin, ito makakamatay. Ito makakasira ng society. Mabigat. Alin mas mabigat? Baka pwedeng katulad ngayon, gamitin nyo na lang. Hindi naman namin kayo hinuhuli. Gamitin nyo na lang. Huwag nyo na kami damay. Legalize natin lahat. Hindi lahat tayo. Sino nga abuso niyan? Hindi ako kinakabahan sa mga puser eh. Kinakabahan ako doon sa mas matinding problema. There is a complication. Once you legalize this, especially the cultivation. Why? Look at the experience. You're always talking about experiences of other countries. Then look at it. For example, opium poppy. Nakapasok sa Thailand. Thailand, Laos, Burma. Ano nangyari? Golden Triangle. As the enforcers now, international enforcers, may nakakapasok pa sa Golden Triangle at nakakalabas ng buhay na enforcer? Wala. Pinayagan nila mag-cultivate ng opium poppy, kinontrol nila. 1. 2. Golden Crescent, Afghanistan, Pakistan area, yung Golden Crescent, nakakapasok ba ang United States Armed Forces doon? Ang laki nun. Hindi. Hindi nila kaya. Kontrolado ng Taliban yun. Kontrolado nila yun. Opium poppy din. Heroin din. Dito sa Pilipinas, marijuana came into the country during World War II. After World War II, bale, with just a GI bringing a pot. Isang pot lang ang pinanggalingan yan. Nakarating ng mountain province yan. Tinanim, tumubo. Pagtubo, 48, nung ako'y vice mayor pa, 48 provinces had marijuana plantations in the Philippines. Eh ngayon, awa ng Diyos, 17 na lang. Salamat sa PIDEA, salamat sa EDSOT. No? 17 na lang. Pero hindi nila mapasok din. So, may komplikasyon eh. Ano yung hindi mapasok? Pinapatay eh. Pinapatay yung mga, mga pumapasok eh, mga enforcers eh. No? Kaya, so, oras na pinabayaan mo yan, iba na ang control niyan. At ano magiging control niyan? Katulad sa Golden Triangle, Golden Crescent, at saka sa ibang bansa. Magiging kontrolado, ang narco-politics hindi na may iwasan sa Pilipinas. Siguradong antindi ng control sa atin itong mga magkukultivate nito. Yun ang komplikasyon yan. So, if you really want it legalized because of therapeutic, napakahigpit ng gagawin ninyo at ipinpoint ninyo talaga. Huwag nyo sabihin yung THC, kasi rin yung THC, may therapeutic value. May therapeutic value nga, pero i-weigh ninyo. Ilan na nagamot ng THC, ilan na nagamot ng CBD sa marijuana, ilan na napatay, ilang pamilya winasak. Ganun ang kailangang i-weigh po natin. So perhaps, kasi po yung binabanggit ninyo sa mga dokumento ng UN at saka ng mga single convention, lahat yan, meron kayong binabasa about maganda lahat sa papel yan eh. Maganda lahat sa pakinggan, pero sa tunay na buhay, sa komplikasyon, sasamantalahin ho ng mga puser yan, ubus kayo. Ubus tayo dyan, sigurado. So may we ask Dr.
Sure.
Reyes?
Yes, please, Dr. Reyes. He's not my relative.
Good morning, everyone. And good morning, Chuck. Pinag-usapan na natin ito noon eh, no? Basically, we agree with the position that we can use certain components of the marijuana plant, no? But again, we agree with the good senator. There is a danger when we talk about medical cannabis as a whole, no? Remember, you have over 30,000 compounds in a marijuana leaf, no? And you need, for it to be a medication, you need to control every component, no? Not only the active component, which is yung THC tsaka cannabidiol, no? But the other components unaccounted for. And that's the reason why, even up to now, no, may US FDA statement na, no, na hindi pa rin nila na-accept nga yung marijuana leaf as a whole, no, na meron siyang medicinal value because of the simple fact na ang dami niya kasing components. No, yun na nga, over 30,000 yan eh. And you need to catalog each and every one. You need to catalog each and every effect of those components, no? At the same time, one of the reasons why hindi pa rin ina-accept ng US FDA. And I'm sure, mamaya, ang boss ko rito, si Doc Ken, would have a lot to say about this. One of the reasons why, hindi pa rin controlled yung dosaging if you use marijuana, no? Kung hihititin mo siya, paano yung dosage niyan? Hindi mo alam kung 5 grams, 10 grams ba yung iniinom, yung ginagamit ng isang individual, no? In the US, they have allowed certain pharmaceutical products, no? Like yung Marinol nga, no? But again, it's in a medicinal form. Finished product form siya. And only the active component is being used. No? For the simple reason, because, kasi nakokontrol mo yung dosage niya. Kung halimbawa, kailangan ng pasyente 5 grams lang ng cannabidiol, no? Or 10 grams, makokontrol mo. Now, if you're using yung leaves, there's no way of controlling it, no? And then finally, of course, according to US FDA, hanggang ngayon, there's not enough clinical studies. No? Basically, hanggang ngayon, yung pa rin ang sinasabi nila. Now, let's go to the other side naman. You mentioned about yung Section 16. Yes, Section 16 of the law allows yung cultivation, no, et cetera, of marijuana. But we also need to consider, nakalagay dito, the board shall promulgate the guidelines as far as this is concerned. No? And the board already promulgated guidelines way back 2003. Through yung board regulation number 3 natin, series of 2003, no? And a specific section in that board regulation, yung section 14, and we discussed this, no? Yung section 14 provide for strict measures on how you will be allowed to conduct that research. And previously I mentioned, of course, we're talking about humans here, eh. No, tao ang gagamit nito ng gamot na ito. Hindi naman hayop na, sige, pag-eksperimentohan natin, di baling mamatay, no? So, controlled environment ito, and it entails significant investments, no? And previously, I think I also mentioned, most probably, yung mga established pharmaceutical corporations ang makakagawa nito, if not, yung established academic institutions, no? So, we already have the guidelines, and if we can follow that, no, and if we can have yung finished product, I'm sure FDA would study it, no?
Hindi naman sinasabi yung marijuana nakakagamot yata eh. Kasi wala pa yata talagang scientific study na nakakagamot eh. Ganon din yung morphine, di ba? Hindi naman din nakakagamot yung morphine, pero nakaka-alleviate ng pain. May dosage din na nagagamit dyan, di ba? Yung sa morphine, alam ko, may overdose na tinatawag. Sa marijuana, wala pa akong nakikita kasi na overdose na study sa marijuana. May na-OD na ba sa marijuana? Sa marijuana, tulog ka lang eh. Pero yung morphine, ginagamit na ngayon yata pang suicide eh. Na pindutin mo lang ng pindutin ng todo pag may sakit ka sa cancer, mamamatay ka. Para pinababayaan na ng doktor sa kanila sa ganun eh, di ba? At saka lahat naman ng scientific study, hindi naman nanggagaling sa atin eh. Nanggagaling sa ibang bansa eh. So, ikinokulate lang natin yung mga studies na yan, di ba? Kaya nga yung mga gamot, katulad ng alta presyon, high blood, lahat yan galing sa ibang bansa kasi wala nga tayong facilities, di ba? Kasi kung babase tayo sa studies dito, siguro patay na tayo lahat sa high blood, sakit sa puso. Kasi lahat ng gamot na yan nagagaling sa abroad eh. So kung may studies na doon, kung pinapayagan sa Amerika yung medical cannabis sa mga tao nila, ba't di tayo pwede payagan dito?
Teka, because we want to hear everybody. Can we ask Dr. Go to...
Sir,
and then we... sige.
follow through lang this.
Very quickly.
Doc Benji, kasi nung huli nating usapan, sabi natin magkakaroon pa ng public hearing doon sa proposed amendment nung board. Kaya hindi pa namin ma-actionan yun kasi baka ma-revise. nung huling pakikipag-usap namin kay Undersecretary Pedregosa, pag-aaralan na raw, pag-uusapan, at gusto naming ma-involve doon para mabilis nating mapagkasundoan kung ano yung tamang proseso nung ganon. So, kailan po ba mangyayari yung pag-uusap?
Basically, Chuck, wala namang changes dun sa Section 14 ng Board Regulation number 3. So, it was adopted from yung previous Board Regulation dun sa bagong amendment.
So, what do we have to ask Dr. Go? Dr. Go, do we have enough research funds for studies like this?
I think that's a question you have to ask the Department of Science and Technology because they have a group called PCHRD.
Okay.
The Department of Health also has another group called PITAC. It is enshrined by legislation, and of course they can have money to invest in the study. The FDA is a regulatory agency that validates information, and I will discuss the kind of things that we do in relation to this maybe a
Okay.
little later.
All right.
In terms of research funds, that's something that can be apportioned, no?
Okay.
But we have there are other agencies involved, academic institutions, for instance.
Thank you, Dr. Go. And Dr. Go ahead.
I'd like to react din dun sa sinabi ni Senator Soto about those triangles sa Thailand, Laos, Burma, no, and the Afghanistan poppy seeds. No? Actually, these are not sanctioned by their governments. Kaya nga nangyari yun, di ba? Especially in Colombia, the area there ng cocaine yung controlled ng FARC. It's not sanctioned nga ng ano. What we're proposing here, dapat i-regulate ng gobyerno para hindi na tayo magkaroon ng mga ganong klaseng mga triangle. Kasi itong mga triangle na ito, hindi po ito control ng gobyerno. Ang may control dito, yung mga private army ng Thailand, na kung sino man yung mga, sila Pol Pot siguro, or sino man yan. Kaya hindi sila mapasok din minsan, kasi gera yung mangyayari dyan kung papasukin sila. Kunyari, Thailand will go into Laos. Papasukin yung Golden Triangle. Siyempre, lilipat-lipat lang yung mga yon. Pero, yung mga Amerikano, like in Afghanistan, what they do, even noong pa, no, binubomba nila yung mga fields na yan. With the consent ng gobyerno nang merong tanim ng mga poppy or may tanim ng marijuana. Katulad dito, kung papayagan natin, nag-adhere tayo sa UN Convention, pwede pumasok yung mga Amerikano rito kung talagang gugustuhin nyo. Papasok yung mga Amerikano rito at lulusubin ang kordillera at bubunutin lahat ang tanim nila. Kung yun lang ang rason, no? Na hindi, kaya nga tayo gumagawa ng batas ngayon para talagang ipakita natin na talagang bawal at i-regulate natin itong pagtatanim ng marijuana. Hindi ho natin papayagan dito na kahit sino tao na lang magtanim ng marijuana rito. At saka, hindi ho natin papayagan sa Cordillera, pag legal na yung marijuana, na ikaw, pwede ka na magtanim. Hindi pa rin. It will still be classified as a dangerous drug na hindi natin papayagan na itanim nila.
Salamat, Ron.
Ang ano lang dyan, ang downside lang dyan, pag gobyerno, sinabi mo ang regulated ng gobyerno, I assure you, sa klase ng takbo natin dito sa Pilipinas, ang gobyerno ko kontrolin nila. Sigurado yan. Yung mga magtatanim ng marijuana at magbebenta niyan, illegally, yan ang magkocontrol sa gobyerno. Hindi gobyerno kukontrol sa kanila, I assure you.
Thank you, Senator. Sandali, maybe we should ask from PIDEA, how effective are you in regulating dangerous drugs?
Gusto ko lang sabihin na yung side ng PIDEA bago ko may dugtong yung sinasabi po ni ni Congressman Albano. Sa PIDEA, we are a law enforcement agency and this is a policy issue. So ang sa amin naman, kung there will be an amendment, so tatanggapin namin, i-enforce namin. But habang walang amendment, so huliin, kung mayroon ng gamit dyan without na wala pang amendment na gano'n, ay huli namin. Dahil
pero nakakapanghuli po ba talaga?
Yun na nga, ang sinasabi nga kasi ni Congressman Albano, kasi kung papayagan nga ng magkaroon ng medical marijuana, siyempre ang naisip namin, madudoble yung trabaho po namin dahil there will be some people na talagang mag-cultivate ng marijuana kahit alam na nila na hindi sila authorized. And so, at hindi na natin kailangan na papasukin yung Amerikano nga sinasabi. As long as bibigyan nyo po kami ng sariling budget.
No, example ko lang yun. Example ko lang yun kasi yung Golden Triangle at saka yung sa
Kaya nga po,
Afghanistan.
sir.
Hirap na talaga yung mga gobyerno ng Afghanistan mismo at saka ng Thailand pumasok doon sa mga areas na yun kasi masyadong malakas na yung mga private army, pati yung mga Taliban doon sa area na yun. Kaya nga, tinawag na nila yung mga Amerikano, kayo na ang pumasok dito, hindi na kaya ng gobyerno.
Kaya
Kaya
nga
mo sinasabi ko.
Yeah,
Hindi ko naman sinasabi na hindi nyo kaya. Ang alam ko, kayang-kaya nyo.
As long as you give us the budget, give us the equipment.
Okay.
No, we will do. I have nothing against you, Assistant Secretary. You know, I believe in you. I believe in your operations. But yet, what I'm just saying is, I was just clarifying the example of Senator Soto. At
Yes, sir.
that Golden Triangle and that Golden Crescent are two different stories. And even in Colombia, hawak ko ng FARC yan. Parang ang area na yon hawak ng mga NPA. Kaya mahirap pumasok ang mga law enforcement natin. Yun lang po sinasabi ko.
Yes, sir. But yun nga, i-expect po natin yan. Once na we authorize this, of course, magdodouble yung law enforcement agency para ma-implement po natin yan. But yun na nga, kung just in case may pass natin yung ganitong law, so kailangan natin yung additional support sa mga law enforcement agency para ma-implement yun. And kaya ngayon nga sinasabi po natin, as of now, as long as Congress will give us additional personnel and equipment and additional budget, of course, we can effectively implement it.
Marami pong salamat, kaya lang hindi to congressional budget hearing. Pero
Iyon nga po, ma'am, iyon nga maging side effects po noon eh.
No, with all due respect, naintindihan ko yun. Talaga ng mga gobyerno,
this is
kulang
policy
sa
issue nga po
pera
eh.
ang pag-allocate.
So, we're talking reality, kung ano mangyari po just in case we authorize this pagpas ng medical marijuana po.
Si Congressman Belmonte gusto atong bigyan kayo ng pera.
Yun nga po. Sa ngayon, wala pa ho eh.
Actually, hindi dapat magsalita kami, no? Our presence here is sana is just to listen, to hear, no? Pero, and my personal capacity, it's about marijuana. Sa ngayon, bawal. Pero marami pa rin gumagamit, nagtatanim at saka nagko-cultivate. How much more if you legalize it? So, that's a big question. Diba? Presently, marijuana is listed as dangerous drugs under the Act of 2000 to, under 9165. Hinuhuli. How much more kung illegalize mo? That's the big question.
Yes, Chairman, I'm for that. But I'm only concerned about the people over here also na may mga sakit doon sa na sana pwede silang makagamit ditong tinatawag na medical marijuana. If we can help, kasi 10 tao man lang dyan, if we can alleviate yung pain ng 10 tao, okay lang sa atin. But it's better sana na maano natin yun. Thank you.
We will have the chance, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sige, Congressman Albano. We'll have the chance to call on the
police sana.
audience.